Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. And he returns this to the 22. On
the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Tony Pollard, the ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Tackled at the
a 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A gain of 5.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Second and 5 now. Jones, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. But I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll them out. You got the option to run or pass. This didn't work.
Not at all. The communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football looking for an open person. No one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close, and close quickly.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play here for Dallas. 75 yards.
10 at the 11-yard line.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Jones off the play fake, looking for Shepard deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
At the 25-yard line.
timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he spins past him and into space. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 43 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing Jones. This will be caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Goal, Giants.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Giants 7, Cowboys 6. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
6-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
This looks like a free play for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Here's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
2-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Pollard. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
5
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5. at the 17-yard line.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Giants 7, Cowboys 6.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Able to slither by. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
Jones, off play action. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Down and 9 yards.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. The toss out to Barkley. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
They'll run with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Giants 21, Cowboys 6.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 16. Prescott now. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This is Elliott. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott from the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barnett. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
And the Giants, 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Saquon Barkley. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Barkley, the Giant.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Past the and now off to the races down the right side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. A give to Barkley out of the gun. He spins free. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Get ready. Get ready.
So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
First down, Giants.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 30-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Fielded in the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
The big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Jones got a man, Slayton. The 20, 10, 5, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Gano for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Giants 31, Cowboys 6. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 78 yards.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Now Pollard. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
I got one. Check 31. Here we go, 46.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. Second and 10. And it'll be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They find some open field here. And he takes us down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 62 yards on the ground.
First down, New York.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. It'll be Jones himself on the option. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
At the 15-yard line.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
The kick is good.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coach is always talking about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
taken in the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Come on, let's go.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
The ball carrier.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
29 is Mike 29. It's coming this way, Here we go.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Mike 51. Watch the run.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
20. There he goes, right side. Touchdown. touchdown, Giants.
The ball carrier.
Saquon Barkley, 49 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. Pick me up. Here we go.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Run for Pollard. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead. But these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Jones now on 3rd down. He's going to take another shot here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. And he knocks it through.
Here's the score, Giants 48, Cowboys 6. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch your slap. Watch your slap. Watch your slap. Switch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back at the 35-yard line.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Wide. Get wide.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
17.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Let's put them on the buses.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Dallas. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, they move